Alright, I am back with another 5-second attention span, I believe this is going to be, and I'm playing a game called Not for Broadcast. I don't think this was a demo, I think this is one I actually bought. It has a very interesting concept, so, well, not exactly a unique concept. I've played other games like this. You are playing, I guess, as a person controlling, like in some kind of authoritarian state, like think Soviet Russia or something like that. You get to choose what actually goes on TV and what doesn't, and you can kind of customize what goes out in the public sees and everything. At least that's the way I understand it, so let's get started here. Enter game name.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Oh, story mode. Experience the story without the stress. Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving. Less challenging. Balanced experience. Showrunner, custom. Alright, yeah, let's go for the recommended one. Day 1. The election. How do I answer the phone?
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll
1, 2,
talk
3.
you through it and you'll pick it up in no time.
4.
Now,
No.
have a look
1, 2,
to your
no.
left.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's really weird.
These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Alright, sure. Oh, I want to watch Crazy Neil. Come to Bumley. Let's go with that one.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie, The Freedom.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me feel impossible.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. Tell us your love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson. For the
Good
National
evening.
Night News.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be to throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamilton wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with
Oh, I can censor him.
about his new movie.
Interesting. It's really tempting, but I think I'm going to try to play the tutorial like they want me to.
To hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic.
Right. Button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate.
Nice.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Oh my god. I actually kind of like this. Alright,
Here
shrinks.
it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We'll forget a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right and use the right analog stick on your controller to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
This is
Right, it's going well. All you got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
I need you to fill after that.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
it's the fact that to make this game they actually had to make all of these goofy little video segments. That, for reference, this game is actually 12 gigabytes, and this is why.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship. Yeah.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
From the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
Shop
Blunderclatch
Film.
on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
the medication.
Shit.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
He's done several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, "What a wild ride this has been! What a wild ride this has been!" I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely. Aside.
Fuck, I keep hitting X.
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful...
I won't lie, this is actually a lot of fun.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Give me.
Get back to who's talking.
I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
Been on that show a bit long.
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclash is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Hold down right trigger on your controller, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by gently pushing the right analog stick to the right.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
No, Lance, we mustn't. Think careful.
Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
You, baby.
Next we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Hold down the right trigger, but this time move the right analog stick up.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to
This is actually pretty difficult. I haven't really been talking much because
Sterility. This formula, this is the key.
stop it.
Bloody perfect, mate.
Alright, there we go.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
The people who made this must have had a blast recording these fucking clips.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the left trigger on your controller for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Oh, okay, they do make it a little easier.
If you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear.
I'm gonna try to do it by ear.
Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Oh, look at that.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live, that's too late. You can use the buttons on your controller to select the screen
And a
you
TV
want.
personality running the country. Seriously?
Had work.
This
5,
this is like
3.
this is a lot to do. I really like this.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to play.
Well, okay, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive
Oh.
every person in the country with
Okay, so they're
You know this sort of probably you.
it's a fucking communist
The
takeover.
likes of you and me are not welcome in their
So a bunch of fucking idiots got elected,
Tomorrow, we will be
and so now they're like now I'm gonna become like some kind of censorship office. That's what I'm
No more
predicting.
hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this
Oh,
country from
fuck.
a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund
Oh, this
health
is
and
awful.
education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions, but you'll see when we.
All right, here we go.
Ours, that's absolute
Communist takeover time.
So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends.
Oh boy.
Yes, it ends today.
Get on the speaker,
And
mate.
tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again.
Oh
Just
boy.
like we
Yes,
promised.
nothing says fair like robbery.
Ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody. Send in tomorrow. Good times are on the board.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Try not to get murdered.
Broadcast complete. Challenge room unlocked. Okay. Alright. Broadcast report. Well, they all just say sequence. A plus, B, C. Oh, so I did a little bit worse than the later ones. Alright, B overall. I received my full wages. Current low health broadcast poor. Oh my god.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Pop in there now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Choose any one of them and select load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news.
The electrician win that experts said just popular vote.
Right, now let's take a look at the rushes. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
So if you wanted to listen back to any of the silly banter that wasn't actually, like when I was switching between screens.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do 1 beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break.
So much for...
10 seconds, everybody.
The national nightly news. Later we'll be hearing from...
Okay, yep, that was interesting. And then the adverts. Crazy Neil Winter.
Steal! It's a steal! We're Crazy Neil! We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got green toppers.
Okay. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop the video there. That was... I'm gonna keep playing this. I may record some of it if something particularly interesting happens, or I may stream it, or I may just, you know, play it for fun. But I like that. Like, I like the mechanics of, like, you know, switching between the broadcasts, keeping an eye on the time, like, adjusting things. It reminds me a lot of Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes for some reason. Where you're just trying to, like, you know, handle, like, a million different things at once. And then you have all the studio stuff on the side, you have the phone and stuff. So there's gonna be more stuff added, I can tell. Like, added in as the game progresses, it's gonna get more and more complicated. And judging by the election speech there, it's clear that they're probably going to start, like, dealing with... they're going to make sure you have to, like, censor things, otherwise get in the gulag. So I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun with this game. But that's going to be the end of it. 5-second attention span is really supposed to just be first impressions, and my first impressions are very positive. I really enjoyed that. If you like this kind of game too, I would highly recommend. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll tune in again soon.